Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy Darius. This is episode 9 in my series Spoken Word. Today I will be talking about pride. And I want to focus a little bit on pride because I feel like not a lot of people pays attention to the things that make them proud and the things that also cause them pride, you know. Now, pride can be taken two ways. It can be taken negatively and it can be taken positive. You know, you can say, okay, I'm proud of the work that I'm doing at school. But if you give in to that pride where you're boasting about it and saying, oh, I don't need this and I don't need that, then pride becomes negative. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with the way that you're using pride. See, no matter what religion you're in, no matter who you know, pride is always a bad thing. Now, nobody said that you can't be proud of the things that you do in life. But you got to be careful of the things that you do. Because if you're too prideful, on one hand, somebody can say, well, you know, hey, I offered it to you and you turned it down. Let me give you a couple of examples. How many of you have had that person that offered to help you with, let's say, you back in high school? How many of you had that person that decided to help you with your work in high school? There you are doing your work in high school, you know, and then all that comes along this assignment that's like super hard. But you got straight A's so far. But it's something you really don't understand. You're so busy thinking, oh, I got A's, so I really don't need nobody's help. Somebody comes along who understands the work better than you do and offers to give you help. You've never asked for help or needed help before. So, you're going to instinctively turn them down. But see, that's pride. Because your pride is telling you, hey, look, I've been doing it myself before. I don't need anybody to do it for me now. You know, and pride, no matter what, is usually a bad thing. Now, I'm the type of person where I don't need to be prideful about the stuff that I do. If somebody offers to help me, I'm going to take it. They take slack off my back, where they can be the person to go and do the work, and I don't have to. You know? So I'm not going to sit there and be prideful about everything I do. Now, you see, the Bible says that a prideful man is a man who only believes in the way of the world. He is wicked in everything that he does. So if a prideful person is wicked, then why are we sitting here being so prideful about what we're doing with our lives? You know, why are you boasting about what you're doing? So, just this. So as I said before, most of my videos, I like to try to, you know, give everybody a little bit of, you know, word that might help them get through their day, that might help them get through some problems they might be going through in life. Now, I can't say that I don't have problems. But one thing for sure is I know for a fact that even if I was having problems, I'm not going to be prideful enough where I'm going to just say, hey, I don't need anybody's help. I'm going to ask for help. Okay? Now, a lot of people have always wondered, what can you do to try to get over your pride? You know, what can you do to try to fight those prideful instincts? Okay, there are 5 things you can do. 5 things. Number 1, if you find yourself wanting to give into your pride, remember what you're doing it for. If you have a big test that's due and you can't get to work and you don't understand it, but somebody offers you some help, but your pride instincts tell you, turn that person down, don't get the help, do it yourself, and take whatever grade you can get. Remember what you're in it for. You're in it to get that grade, to pass. Take that help. If the help works, bam. If it doesn't, then you can find the flaws in what they're doing, or the answer that they gave. It's common sense. Number 2, when you find yourself being prideful. What you can do to prevent it. I said, one, you can go right ahead and remember what you're doing it for. Number two, remember the reward that you get for not being prideful. So if you see yourself saying, okay, well, I'm not gonna get any help, or I'm not gonna get anybody to help me, then guess what? Whatever your reward you were gonna get when you were gonna get that help, you're not getting it now. Number three, remember the effect of being prideful. A lot of people can say that their prideful instincts have led them to ruin. Number four, if you find yourself being prideful, seek answers from another person. If you say, okay, I'm too prideful right now, I don't know what to do, and you feel yourself about to be prideful, instead of going right ahead and saying, okay, well, you know what, I'm not going to do it this way, stop. Go get help from somebody like a therapist or somebody like that. If that don't work, then there you go. Go with your original instinct. Now I know exactly what you're thinking. Well, it kind of sounds retarded what you just said, because if you're prideful, you turn down the help for that assignment, you're not going to go and get help, because then you might have just taken the help for the person in the first place. That might be true. But here's the difference between those two types of help. One, that help that you're getting from that therapist ain't got a daggone thing to do with your assignment. Two, the help that you're getting from that person that has something to do with your assignment is basically to you in your mind telling you that you're inferior and obviously don't know what you're doing. And there you go. And last but not least, the next fifth thing you can do is stop, breathe, count to 10, and try to help from the person anyway. If you stop and think, okay, well, what will it hurt? Use common sense. I remember way back when I was in ninth grade, it was, actually no, a better example. I remember way back when I was in sixth grade, I had a science fair project due. I was making a model volcano. Everybody's probably made a model volcano. But I really couldn't, I really wasn't really the artistic type of person that could, structure the tube to actually look like the actual volcano and everything like that. I couldn't get the paper mache right. I couldn't paint, At that time, I was a more physical type of person where I did a lot of sports instead of the brainy stuff. So, I went ahead and I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it myself. And I went ahead and started doing it myself. Then my brother came along and said, let me help you with that, man. I said to him, no, I don't need your help. I can do it myself. Good thing the project wasn't due the next day, because if it was, I'd have failed. I couldn't even get half that thing built. My brother came in there and he said, I'm offering to help you, man. And I said, alright. Let's go. And we went ahead and we finished that experiment and put my science fair project together. And I wanted to get a good grade. You never know when one day the person that is offering their help to you may themselves one day be the person on the other end that is prideful. And you never know when you may help them and it may actually do some good for them. Let's stop being a bunch of assholes in today's society and start being wonderful people. Let's start being nice people. They're saying a nice guy finished last. There's a lot of nice guys out here that's finishing first. There's a lot of nice people out here that's doing what they gotta do. And they're making more money than any of us. Period. And namely because they actually approach life differently than we did. I don't know what more I can say to try to help people's lives. But I feel like the things that I say sometimes don't matter. But I remember what I'm doing this for. My words one day may actually make a change in society. And I'm going to keep recording video after video until somebody notices it and I get myself out there. What can hurt? What can hurt? I pose this challenge, and in every video I usually pose a challenge. I pose this challenge to you today. Take a look at your pride and the things that you say you've done on your own with nobody else's help. Let me tell you this now, whether you're Christian, non-Christian, whatever, at the end of the day, you received help in some way. You didn't birth yourself. Your parents birthed you. So that means that at the end of the day, they helped you. They helped you by bringing you into this world. So that way you'll be able to be the person you are today. What can your pride say about that? I'm pretty sure your pride can't say much. My video might end a little short today. Namely because, I've been really busy, with school and everything like that, trying to get back into school at least, But that might be the only reason why my video might end shortly today. But I'm definitely gonna start. My videos usually last between 14 to 15 minutes. That's actually the limit for YouTube anyway, but it really has nothing to do with it. It's pretty much because that's to the point of where I pretty much am. So I will be recording episode 10 maybe tomorrow, definitely tomorrow, because I feel like the more I record, the more I know that there is at least one person out there listening. And even if it's one person out there listening, that's enough for me. My pride isn't making me say I can get out there to the world. I know what I say matters. No. See, no matter what, I'm going to continue to do what I do, mainly because I want to do it. And not because my pride is telling me to do it. My pride has nothing to do with it. It's because I know it's the right thing. Thank you, and I will be recording episode 10 tomorrow. So I hope you guys have an opportunity to check out the rest of my videos. If you want a recap of basically why I'm doing this, check out video 1. I will be recording a video that will explain why I'm actually recording the spoken word series and how I really believe that it can get out there to the world, because I really believe that it can if it was just given an opportunity to reach the ears of somebody, of one person, 2 people, maybe 3. If it could just reach their ears, I feel like it might actually make a difference in somebody's life. Thank you.